I'm David Charvet with Charvet Classic Cars. We're here in the showroom today with a 1937 Packard Model 120C convertible coupe. I'll be back to tell you more about it after you take a closer look. You know, the 120 is a car that's credited with saving the Packard Motor Car Company, and it really is true because by 1935, most of the luxury car manufacturers were having a really tough time during the Great Depression. Packard made the decision to introduce a medium-priced car, a car that would sell in the $1,000 range, and this was the result, the 120, which was introduced in 1935, and it set the car world on its ear, at least when it came to Packards, because Packards previous to this time sold in the $3,000 to $4,000 range on average for a standard 8 or Super 8, and to be able to buy a Packard for under $1,000 was really a big deal. And they maintained the looks and the lines of the larger cars, but put it into a more compact package that suited the average family. So they sold quite a few of these cars, and actually 1937, when this car was built, was the single largest production year for Packard. They sold over 100,000 cars. Now, that doesn't sound like a lot of cars, but Packard's total production between 1899 and 1958 was a little over 1 million cars. And of course, you compare that to General Motors, who made 1 million Chevrolets in 1957. It doesn't sound like a lot, but the quality of Packard is what made it a hallmark at the time, and still today they are revered because of the quality of these cars. And when it comes to this one in particular, the quality of the restoration was absolutely stunning. This car was restored about 10 years ago. It started as a good solid original. Originally it was sold in Racine, Wisconsin on January the 5th, 1937. Imagine buying a car in Wisconsin, a convertible, in January. Well, someone did, and probably the salesman got a bonus because of it, but this car managed to survive the years in great condition. And then again, about 10 years ago, it received a comprehensive frame-off nut and bolt restoration. And I've been around a lot of Packards in my life, and I have to tell you, this one is one of the best restorations I have seen, with the attention to detail, the quality, the cleanliness of the car. I mean, literally underneath the car, you can eat off of it if you chose to. It is absolutely spotless. There was no stone left unturned and no bolt left unturned on this car, I think, when the restoration was done. The color is called Indian maroon, and it was a color that they offered in 37. I used to own a car that was painted Indian maroon, a 37 Super 8 Club sedan. It's a really nice color because in subdued lighting it has a dark color, and out in bright light it has a brighter red tone to it. So it really is a lovely car, and particularly on this body style, the convertible coupe, it is very sporty looking. Most people think of Packards as being black, kind of stodgy looking cars. Not so with this color on this body style. The 120, of course, refers to the 120 horsepower engine that's under the hood. It's an L-head straight 8. They developed this first in 1935 when they introduced this series, and they built this engine basically up through 1947. So they're plentiful for parts, and everything is really available for this car should you need it. But this engine was completely rebuilt from stem to stern, and again, beautifully done. It starts easily, it runs smoothly, it has great power on the road, as you will see in a few minutes, and it just really is a joy to drive. The 120s are nice because they are, being smaller and lighter, they're easier to steer. They have hydraulic brakes, also independent front suspension. These were things that were introduced on the 120s that by 1937, Packard decided, hey, these are really good things. We should put them on the bigger cars, and they did. So again, that's why 37 was this watershed year where a lot of things changed at Packard, but they still kept the styling. And they always kept that tombstone grille, or that ox yoke grille, which was a hallmark of Packard beginning in 1904. And it really was their design, and you knew when a car was coming down the road, if it was a Packard, you could tell it instantly from that design. Besides the quality of the paint on this car, the chrome was all done. I really can't tell you anything that wasn't done on this car. It really is stunningly gorgeous. The upholstery on the car is leather, and it's Italian leather, I am told. I was also told that the upholsterer who did the work on this car was one of the lead upholsterers for Lear jets. So you know the quality of a Lear jet. Well, they put the same quality in the finish of this Packard. The stitching is correct. The leather is beautiful. It's also a deep maroon, which accents the car. The convertible top is black heart's cloth, which is also correct. It has a maroon piping, which again accents the rest of the car. I am told the cost of the interior and top on this car, with materials and labor, was alone about $25,000. So that gives you an idea of the quality of this restoration. And I'm told the restoration itself totaled well into the six figures on this car. And I know you couldn't restore one today for the price that we're offering it for now. It really has the best of everything. A convertible coupe, you have windows in the doors, you can roll them up and down. With the top up, it's a really tight, nice little coupe. This also has a radio and heater in the car, and a clock, of course. The clock and the radio were disconnected by the previous owner, meaning the wiring was disconnected, and that's because the car was stored and didn't want the battery to run down. But those could certainly be reattached, and they should work fine. The car itself, again, easy to start, easy to drive. It has turn signals, the lights are bright, you can drive it anytime, day or night, and you'll be a standout on the road. Let's take a look inside. This car is every bit as lovely inside as it is outside. The restoration, again, the quality you can see throughout. It has the banjo steering wheel, which is the deluxe steering wheel. The dashboard is wood grained, and all of the instruments or surrounds were all re-chrome plated as well. The instrumentation is quite easy to read. You have the speedometer on the left, moving to the right. You have the oil pressure gauge. Below that, you have the gas gauge. Next to that, the temperature gauge, and below that, the amp gauge. Radio control head is here. The radio box is underneath the dash, along with the speaker. And again, the heater box is also under there as well. Clock is in the glove box door. Again, very simple, opens and closes. Again, a very nice package. Floor shifter, 3-speed, 3 speeds forward, 1 reverse, and it goes right down the road really comfortably in the 55, 60 mile an hour range, so you can drive it on modern highways and you'll keep up with modern traffic quite easily. The upholstery, as I say, is absolutely beautiful. It is butter soft, has a great leather smell to it. It's not worn, not faded. This is really a well cared for car. Now, let's take it out for a drive. Well, let's go for a ride. It starts very easily. It shifts easily, and the brakes work well. The turn signals are also nice. Has excellent power. You just step on it and it goes. And it easily keeps up with modern traffic. It's no wonder the 120 was so popular. It really has everything going for it. Really anything above 10 miles an hour with a Packard, you can put it in high gear. They have great torque and, again, smooth power. This car is comfortable on the road at 55, 60 miles an hour, really quite comfortable. So if you have any questions about this Packard or any of the other cars we represent, feel free to call me at 503-309-7729 or find us online at charvetclassiccars.com. I'm David Charvet. Thanks for watching.